everybody, welcome back to my channel. Got some thrifted makeovers for you today. I always love to watch these videos and I hope you do too. But these are some things that I've collected up, been on my to-do list, and with craft supplies being in limited supply nowadays, this is the perfect project this week. So what I have here is one of those wooden accordion coat or mug racks. These have made a comeback in the farmhouse decor. The color of it is very similar to my kitchen wall color. A quick coat of paint is all this thing needs. This right here I've had for a while. This is just a long wooden sign. It's got a handle on it and it kind of reminds me of a wooden paddle or like a rug beater of some sort like that. Not exactly sure what it's supposed to be, but I have a little narrow spot in my back hallway that I want to hang this up once I get it redone. Here's a wooden birdhouse. The graphics on it are kind of dated. I'm gonna give this a little paint job. It will be super cute again. I've been looking for a tin can just about the right size and I finally found one. It is just a mixed nut can, and I'm going to make this over into a farmhouse style lint can. And last but not least is the oldie but goodie, the stacked book farmhouse decor. I love the look of those, and I made a Christmas one a year or so ago, and my intentions was to do one with all three of my grandkids' names on it, but since these books are so readily available to me at the thrift store for like 50 cents each, I'm gonna hold off on that idea and go ahead and make this one a patriotic theme. I think that'll be really cute for the next couple months. So I'm basically just gonna show you the before and then give you a few snippets of during the process of some of them, and then show you the end result. All right, the first project was my wooden coffee mug rack. I brought it outside here and give it a good coat of Rust-Oleum flat black paint. With it being accordion and it kind of stretches out to different lengths, I had to move it around to make sure that I got it all covered. So I'm gonna let this sit out here in the sun for a good hour, and then I'll be ready to bring it in, and it's basically done. All right, my next project is the little skinny wooden sign. I took a butter knife and was able to pry off the little cat, but it also took some extra wood with it, and a little bit of the wood glue is still stuck. So I'm going to sand that off, but I think I'm going to just flip it over and do the back side because it's the same on the back. Take that sticker off, and I'm going to give it a good coat of paint, and then I'm going to stencil the word laundry vertically. I thought I would just show you the supplies that I'm using. I'm going to give my sign a couple coats of the apple barrel white paint, and then I had this in my stash, and this is the perfect project for it. This is some paint from Deco Art called Vintage Effect Wash. What it basically is just a watered down paint that will give you like a wash effect. So I'm not looking for coverage because I've already got my wood covered, but it will just knock the stark off of the white and I'll have kind of a grayish sign. Did cut myself some stencil out of just copy paper as just a one-time use. I'm going to just use some black paint and a dauber and carefully stencil the letters laundry. I'm going to finish it out with some of the Krylon satin clear finish. While my laundry wood sign is drying, I'm going to go ahead and move on to project 3. This is my little mixed nut can, and even though I'm going to keep the lid black, I'm probably going to give it just a little coat of black paint just because the edges of the lid is still silver. I happen to have some of this Turtle Wax label sticker remover that's going to help me get the label off of the top. And I'm going to get my husband tomorrow to drill me a hole. I tried to get a hole in there, but I plan on putting a little knob on the top. And then I'm going to give my nut can a couple coats of white spray paint. I used Walmart spray paint on this can and I just barely had enough. I'm a firm believer in good spray paint makes a big difference. But I got my lid cleaned off and sprayed, and I'll get my knob on there tomorrow. I'm going to cut out the word lint in vinyl and put that on the front of the can, and project 3 will be done. All right, so next up is the little birdhouse, and I've had a picture on my phone for almost a year now. Told myself if I ever come across a little birdhouse, I want to paint one like this, and thought this was so cute. It's a patriotic tissue box cover, and I'm going to pretty much do something very similar to that. I'm going to go pick out some red, white, and blue paint, and this little house will be adorable again. All right, last but not least, I'm ready to start on my stacked books. These are done a variety of different ways. Some people just cover the book covers. I kind of like the look of where they rip the covers off and just have it a cream colored stack. I'm going to hot glue the books together just a little bit to keep them secured in a stack. I got a little yard left of this patriotic ribbon from an old project that I think is really cute. And I knew I had one little dollar bush of some patriotic flowers and things. So I'm going to take this little pick apart and use that for the top of the books. Got some blue ink, and a sweet friend gave me these alphabet blocks, and I'm going to stamp on the binding of the book. So I'm going to put these together and then I'll be ready to show you. Okay friends, it's the next day and I'm here to share with you my 5 thrifted makeovers. The first one is the wood mug rack. I hung it up last night and I want to show you what that looks like. And this was a quick 5-minute makeover. It took longer for the paint to dry, but I'll be completely honest with you, this is definitely the look I was going for, and I wanted to be able to display my coffee mugs and use them every day. And I'm just afraid that the little pegs that are on this are just not going to be durable enough for me to take the mugs on and off on a daily basis. And the way the grandkids run through here, I'm just afraid they're going to accidentally bump one off. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with a mug rack, but I really would love for this to work out. But I may end up just hanging necklaces off of it in my closet. We'll see. But I love the look of it. The next one is my little skinny laundry sign. And I used that Deco vintage wash and just love the look of it. Gave over just some white paint. It was more like a glaze instead of watered down paint like I called it. Super simple, paint, stencil, and then sprayed some clear top coat over it and put a new string there to hang near my laundry room. And here's my little patriotic birdhouse. It definitely doesn't look like the 80s snowman birdhouse that it was. And as I was painting it, I noticed that it was missing the little perch stick right there. So I will go back and hot glue a little stick right there. How cute is this to put on a patriotic mantle or somewhere outside? My 4th project was my mixed nut can. Love how this turned out. I was able to just screw in a little wooden knob on the top. Super cute. And there's a good chance I'm going to end up giving this to my daughter. And last but not least, this was really just 5 minutes. Tearing the book covers off, hot gluing them in a stack, hot gluing the ribbon and flowers on there. This cost me less than $3 to make. What an adorable little project to give someone or to make for yourself. And I stamped God Bless America on the books. So there you go, friends. I hope it inspires you to look at some things you have or give you some ideas of stuff you might find. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back in a few days. Bye-bye.